I built a Super Mario-inspired game that can teach me AWS. The crazy part is that it only took me 30 minutes to build, and that's all thanks to the power of vibe coding. All I had to do was type in create a Mario game for learning AWS Cloud. After a few prompts and a bit of back and forth, it gave me the perfect app. The game has two modes: learn and test. In the learn mode, your little character goes around collecting coins and superpowers. Every time you collect a coin, an AWS service pops up with a definition. As you progress through the game, you'll encounter more services to learn. Now, in the test mode, you get asked a multiple choice question whenever you collect a coin. This way, you can straight away test what you've been learning. If you get it wrong, no big deal. It reveals the right answer and explains why. Pretty cool, right? Because let's be real, studying can get really boring. Memorizing new concepts, watching tutorials, and reading white papers. There has to be a better way. And so in this video, I'm going to walk you through exactly how to gamify your learning with AI and the vibe coding platform that I used. Together, we're also going to add in some new features, a brand new character, Princess Peach, and a premium playing mode behind a paywall. Because building a cool app is one thing, but knowing how to scale it, add more features, and turn it into a paying product is where it gets interesting. So yeah, let's get right into it. Alright, the tool I used to build my game is called Emergent. Many of you might have heard of it before, especially if you've watched my beginner's vibe coding tutorial. I'm on their $20 a month pro plan because I'm always building new things, but they actually have a free version too. What I like about Emergent is that it has a pretty easy to navigate interface whilst being really powerful. For every app you build on their platform, they have multiple agents working together, backend systems built in, and one-click deployment. In fact, my learning platform Zero to Cloud is actually vibe coded with Emergent. And so if you want to build your own game to learn AWS, whether it be Super Mario-inspired or something else, keep watching. Alright, so here's the interface of Emergent. You can use it to build full-stack applications, mobile apps, landing pages, and of course, games. Now, as I've mentioned multiple times on my channel, my learning platform Zero to Cloud was created on Emergent. And what I really appreciate is just the ability to do things at scale. What I mean by this is instead of updating all of my course thumbnails individually, I can just throw in a bunch of pictures and say, update them. And it's actually going to correspond each of these thumbnails with the respective courses. Also adding in small things like this moving bar at the top here, as well as this grid pattern in the background. Honestly, if I was to build this site manually, I would have no idea how to do that, and I'll have to learn everything step by step. Now, just like with my website, the same thing applies with vibe coding a game. And by that, I mean you don't have to know anything about game design. Honestly, all I had to do was type in this one prompt. I didn't even go into detail and explain the exact type of game I wanted because I wanted Emergent to guide me through. And that's exactly what it did. You can see that once I typed in my prompt, the agent asked me a whole bunch of questions. So what type of game style I prefer, the types of AWS topics to cover, user accounts, AI-powered features, and so on. And to be honest, I didn't even answer all of these questions properly. I just gave some pretty brief replies. And just like that, my app got created. I'll leave a link to my app as well as Emergent in the description below so you can actually play and build along. But yeah, what I want to focus on today is that vibe coding not only lets you create an app, it also lets you constantly iterate and improve on it. As I mentioned earlier, we're going to add a new character, Princess Peach. So I'll type in create a new character, Princess Peach, and click send message. The agents start getting to work straight away. Let's just give it a few moments. Okay, so it's asked me a few clarifying questions. What role does Peach play? And the second question is, if playable, should Peach have a unique ability? Just to keep it simple, we're going to write no. I'll click on send message, and let's see what happens. So what we can see is the agents are reviewing the current code to see where to add in the new character. I love how Emergent gives us this visibility. Some other vibe coding apps just do all the steps and you have no idea what's going on. Every single step, like the edits it's taking, we can see by just clicking on the arrows. So here's the exact code that it's changing. Pretty cool. It has multiple agents working together, doing things like taking screenshots as well as testing the app. And that's it. Princess Peach is now added in. Let's test it out. I'm going to click on Peach as the character, and for example, let's go on to learn mode. Nice. So as you can see, vibe coding isn't just typing in one prompt and that's it. You can continuously add more features, more functionalities, and improve based on user feedback. Except when compared with traditional coding, it's way faster, and you don't have to learn any additional coding skills. Okay, the second feature I want to add is a premium mode. we have learn, we have test, but now I want to add something else that I can actually charge and make money from. Of course, I'm not actually going to charge you for this game. I just want to show you how you can make money with vibe coding. Because if you do end up making a pretty cool game, it could get popular and it would be nice to have a side income from that. Let's say something like, give me ideas on how to create a premium mode to charge money. Click send message. Wow, and here's a bunch of ideas for you. We can add a worlds pack, as well as additional character skins. It also suggests expanding it to schools because it's quite educational. I mean, the possibilities are pretty much unlimited. I actually already have an idea myself, and I want to build something called memory mode, which is pretty much flashcards to help learners remember what they learn. So kind of like test mode, but something that can help turn what's being learnt into long-term memory. So I've typed it as a prompt, and I'm going to write, this is a premium feature users have to pay $10 for. And then we can say lock it behind a paywall and use Stripe integration. Stripe is pretty much a payment gateway, but we'll just clarify that we just want a sandbox because we're not actually going to link our own credit card or bank account to accept payments. Hit send message and let's wait a bit. It's probably going to ask me some clarifying questions again before it just dives straight into it. And that's actually for the better because it doesn't just consume credits randomly. It can figure out exactly what you want before consuming them. And yeah, I was right, so we need to answer these questions. So let's go with their recommendations. We're going to have a per email license, and yes, we'll have a Stripe integration. Hit enter, and now I'm going to leave my desk and come back in a few minutes.
A few moments later.
We can see the new memory mode up and running, but on the left hand side, it's just doing a quick test to make sure everything's working. Another great feature I like about Emergent. Let's now check out memory mode. So I'll click on it, type in my email, and Stripe opens up. You can see up the top here, it's listed as sandbox as we wanted. But with Emergent, you can very easily link your own Stripe details to accept payments directly. Let me quickly ask Emergent now to remove the payment gateway so that we can actually see what memory mode looks like. It's better for us to see if the mode actually works before we start charging users. Nice, so now if I click on memory mode, we can see the flashcards. It seems to be working pretty well. I can also reset it so that it goes back to the original position. Now, once we've had a look at memory mode, we have to of course add back the payment gateway. But instead of asking Emergent, we can actually use a feature called rollback, which means to roll back to the previous state. I'll just have to click on rollback over here and confirm revert. And now the app is back to its original position, right before we've removed the payment gateway. And so this rollback feature comes in pretty handy. Now that our app is fully completed, it's time to deploy it. You can either choose to push the code into your GitHub, or you can use Emergent's one-click deployment feature. I've already deployed the app by the way, so I'll just click on redeploy. Emergent gives me a URL for this game, so I can click on it, and I'm in. Running your app on Emergent only costs 50 credits a month. You can also choose to link your custom domain, and they make it really simple to link it directly through their platform. But yeah, let me click on redeploy changes, click redeploy, and that's it. It's now time for you to vibe code your own game. So that was a walkthrough of how you can build and monetize a game that can help you learn cloud. To try out Emergent for yourself, just head to my link in the description below to get started for free. And if you're looking for more vibe coding ideas, you can check out these two videos. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye for now.